It was just it felt like a non-committal show. Like they came to watch me, I performed, they left, and I left. There was nothing else there. So it was like, this sucks. So don't get me wrong. There's places that you go to that the energy's just off. The money's good, the food is good, they laughed. They laughed. It's not like you died. I'm not saying anything about that you died on stage or anything. They just the energy wasn't right in the room. That was completely opposite Wednesday night at the Sony Hall. I mean, so if you were there, you came out for a great show. There was a couple Patreon guys there. My man Rick was there. He came back there with his son. He gave me a couple fucking police cards. You know, when you get pulled over, you give it to them and shit. Great people. Great night. Great venue. This is my last one. I don't know if I'm going to continue to do it or when. I might have to take February off for the book, to do the audio book, or March. We're going into the new year this year. This year is a week of fucking phone calls because we didn't do shit last week. And even, like, I usually do this on Monday. Monday was a fucking dead day. Sunday, I was going to get behind no podcast mic for Monday. Monday, nobody was out there. Nobody was fucking out there Monday morning. I went to breakfast. There was nobody out there. There was no traffic. So it was like, even my daughter, it's hard to even, like, you look at kids, okay? My daughter doesn't drink. My daughter doesn't smoke pot. My daughter doesn't take ecstasy. You know what I'm saying? She doesn't do any of that shit. She's a 10-year-old little girl. You have to see her. You had to see her Monday and Sunday, New Year's Day. New Year's Day, she was gone. She had a sleepover New Year's night. The night before that, we went to a fucking party. You know, she played basketball Thursday or something. It was fucking like they went to some basketball facility because it's been 60 fucking degrees. Mm-hmm. For you people who don't know it, it's been 60 motherfucking degrees. The other day, some girl on Facebook just trying to be a jerk off and is like, how you enjoy moving to Jersey? Are you freezing your ass off, ready to come back to Canada? I'm like, bitch, it's 60 degrees. You're getting rain out there. So today's the wrong day for you to be making fun of me, stupid. Fucking is it cold out? The fuck is wrong with you? 60 fucking degrees. But looking at my daughter about 4 o'clock New Year's Day, I could tell she was damaged goods. She was damaged goods. I asked her what time she went to sleep New Year's Eve. They went to sleep about 1. They slept till about 9. So, but I could just tell from and not drinking. And not smoking, and not, we didn't go to New York City. We didn't do any of that crazy stuff in the car. It was such a concentration of people and kids and, fucking for 5 or 6 days, she just shot. I asked her, you want to go to school Monday? And she's like, not a million fucking years. She goes, I'll be ready by Tuesday, but Monday, not even fucking close. Just looking at them, just to let you know how taxing the holidays are on you. Like that fucking, it gets Christmas Day, you're like, whew, when does this tree go down? You're like, I got 6 more motherfucking days to look at this goddamn tree. And it's so weird because it's like you're 50% recovered after the 25th. Like the 26th, you feel like half your body's back to normal, but you still feel like, okay, I got 1 more week of this New Year's to jump up and down. And then New Year's comes and you're like, whoo, when that fucking ball drops, you were so fucking happy. You're like, thank God. And I tried watching that David, what's that called? Dick Clark thing. Oh my God, guys.
No addition.
What has happened to our society? And I didn't sit there like regular Americans and watch it and jump up and down. I was watching in between the Georgia game and just to see. But I flicked back one time, and I heard this song by Duran Duran. I'm like, look at these guys singing Duran Duran songs. Who the fuck are these? And all of a sudden, the camera panned in, and I'm like, wait a second. That is Duran Duran. Simon Le Bon is not looking too good these days. I ain't looking too good either. But I wasn't looking good from the beginning. Look, when you're ugly in the beginning and you get older, you get uglier. But when you're good looking in the beginning, you get ugly. That's real fucking ugly. Because for me, I was ugly all along. But for Simon Le Bon, he was like a fucking heartthrob. He's out there singing Cocaine and White Lines and Hungry Like the Wolf. When that camera panned onto him and I saw that Le Bon had a bigger gut than I did, Not bueno, guys. And then they had the other guy that I recognized, but then they had a guy like with a green tuxedo and like a red hat on, like a fucking guy who was pale. He had no testosterone, no vitamin D in his body. This motherfucker looked worse than Mick Mars. I don't know why the fuck he was on there. They had a black chick with plainted on fucking hair. They had people swapping spit. The music was god awful. And then they put Wiz Khalifa up there. I saw Wiz direct from LA. And I'm like, they didn't even let him smoke pot. They put a hat on him that said get high or something like that. Come on, guys. Come on, guy. But the check must be fucking outrageous for Wiz Khalifa. But the fucking shocker of the night was Shaggy. Let me ask you a question. NBC, ABC, whoever did this fucking New Year's Eve bash. I got no disrespect for Shaggy. That song is 80 fucking years old. It's so weird how they try to get YouTube people, right? Like YouTube kids and TikTok kids. And they did what they did. And then they mixed them in with like fucking a couple of modern acts. And then they mixed them in with like fucking real old acts like me, like Duran Duran and fucking Boyz II Men. Was it Boyz II Men? New Edition.
Bobby Brown. I didn't see him in there.
Nah, Bobby Brown is busy. Bobby Brown is in Boston making eggs. So fucking, yeah, like, it was just, and I'm not here to criticize none. Everybody has their own fucking taste. But that's not the Dick Clark show I grew up on. And when I saw fucking immigrants making out on TV, like people from other countries, did you see that? Like all these tan people swapping spit. I was like, oh, Dick Clark is fucking spinning in his grave. I saw the country fucking New Year's Eve thing, a couple segments of that, and that was way better than fucking Dick Clark's show. The rockin' one, and Miley Cyrus wasn't bad either until she started hugging people and fucking acting like, you know, she gives a fuck. Then I had to switch. Yeah, I can't deal with that shit. But all in all, if you stayed in, it was a good night. Like I said, I stayed in. I just wanted to fucking, I don't know. I was waiting to see if anything, like any kind of idea. I asked around. I couldn't see myself in a restaurant for New Year's with a DJ. That is just so fucking cheesy. I just did not want to bring the ball in during fucking New Year's. I don't drink on New Year's. So, you know, I was telling, I'm happy. I lived a life that was weird and I saw some weird things. But there were some things I fucking just learned from, you know. 1980, I went to see Aerosmith with somebody at the Nassau Coliseum. Me and Mike Denny, the devil. He's doing time now in North Carolina for killing his wife. Well, that's what I heard. I don't know if he killed his wife. He killed somebody, his grandmother. It doesn't matter. Me and the devil went over there, and we rung in New Year's Eve. There was no snow or anything. I just remember we had done some acid, and we had done a few bumps and a couple beers. I wasn't drunk or like none of those, you know, New Year's Eve people drop at 8 o'clock. There's puke everywhere.